In this video, I'm going to share the tools that I cannot live without as a social media manager. So the first tool that I cannot live without as a social media manager is Canva. The reason I love Canva is it's just so simple and so easy. I'm not a graphic designer by any means, and so Canva really helps me kind of fake like I am a graphic designer. Like I'm really able to look through like thousands and thousands of their templates, choose a graphic that I think looks really nice, add my client's brand colors in, add a logo in, and then swap out the text, and then boom, there you go. I have a social media graphic that I can post. Other reason I really love Canva is because sometimes when I'm working with a client and we really want to come up with something really elevated, really elaborate, and it's really beyond my skill set and it's beyond what Canva has to offer, in which case I would use a graphic designer and I would have them create the template in Canva and just share the edit link with me, and then I will bop in there and I'll just make some small quick edits, and then I'll be able to export it and send it to the client. My next go-to tool is a social media scheduling platform. As a social media manager, having a scheduling platform is just a no-brainer. Like it's gonna save you so much time being able to schedule client posts within a scheduling platform, especially if you're managing multiple client accounts. I've used all of the social media scheduling platforms, and I have to say that Later is my favorite. Now, the reason Later is my favorite is because of the Instagram grid pattern like planner that they have built in. That has saved me so much time, especially if I'm scheduling posts for a client. Like I want to make sure the Instagram grid looks really nice, looks really on point, really branded. So that has saved me so much time. Later is also very cost effective. Some of my clients don't have these huge marketing budgets and they're just looking to, get the most for their money. So definitely Later, the analytics are great, and you can schedule out Reels and Instagram stories. So the next tool I cannot live without as a social media manager is Asana. Now, I've used a variety of different project management softwares. I keep going back to Asana because I really like the visual layout of it. It really works well like with my brain, and I really like how you can have different projects for different clients, and then you can list out all the to-dos for each of them, and so you can really stay really organized. So the next tool that I cannot live without as a social media manager is Grammarly. Again, this is another no-brainer. Like Grammarly has saved me so many times. After I'm done working on like a content calendar for a client, I put it through Grammarly and make sure like there's no edits, like there's no grammar error mistakes, and it's just a really nice peace of mind to just have that extra tool to just go through and just make sure there's no mistakes before I send it to the client. There's been so many times with Grammarly that they have caught like something, they flagged something, and I would have never noticed. So I could not recommend Grammarly enough. And the last tool that I cannot live without as a social media manager is Toggle. So Toggle is a time tracking software. It's so easy to use, and that's really how I stay organized for a lot of my clients. It's sometimes when you're bouncing around from different tasks, it's hard to kind of know like how much time you've spent on something, and usually it's always off from what you think it is. And so that's helped me really like streamline my time and really figure out, okay, where am I spending most of my time? And so Toggle has just been amazing for that. And I love the fact that when you track your time, you can go back after and like color code like which clients that you've worked on and like what you've worked on. And so it's just a really nice like visual after the fact, and then you can really like dive in and figure out, okay, I'm spending a lot of time here, maybe too much time here, and then you can really measure and figure out and finesse like where you should be spending your time. So there you have it. Those were my go-to tools as a social media manager. I hope you guys thought this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.